You're listening to Blue Radio, bringing the vibe.
Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. This is Wizkid with the Daddy Yo, bringing us to 20 minutes past 9 in the AM. Man like Kipto,
Jembe la majembe.
Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. And of course, it is a back-to-back interviews right here on the Breakfast of Champions. And right about now, we are joined by
Phyllis Mwambu.
Asante tena sana. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Nashukuru sana. Huko penye umetoka kuna El Nino kweli?
Bado tujapata, tunangoja.
Bado no, unasema ni kama unajua venye mtu anasema na ngoja M-Pesa.
Unajua rais wetu alisema watabiri wa hewa kwamba tusi expect El Nino. So sijui what changed, lakini venye nimekuwa making my way here, nimeona the roads are flooding. So sijui kama hiyo ni El Nino ama tusubirie nini.
Haya basi tutasubiri pia. Venye umesema tunasubiria. Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. So of course, if you're joining us from wherever you are in the world, trace us via www.blueradio.co.ke. I would like to start off by a simple introduction. You know, kwa wale ambao wamekuwa kiona posters wanaona, you know, you work in a certain organization. Can you give us a brief of, you know, what is the organization and what do you major in?
Sure. My name is Phyllis Mwambu. I am the founder and CEO of Greening Kwetu Foundation. Greening Kwetu Foundation is a national youth organization that is dedicated to conserving forests and protecting our ecosystems. Greening Kwetu started in 2021, so we've been around for around 2 years, and we do climate education just to make sure that people are aware of the small actions we take that affect our environment. We also do restoration efforts where we restore forests like mangroves, for example. And we work majorly with youth between the age of 18 to 35. And that is because in Kenya, the youth cover up to 80% of the population. So when we work with youth, we are working with the highest demographic. Yes.
All right. Behind you hapo naona mfalme anapanda miti. So of course
kupanda miti
kabisa. So if the king was in town, and we understand, of course, there is a mission to plant more than 5 billion trees in Kenya, what message would you have for him in short?
Actually, it's 15 billion trees.
15 billion?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The message I would have for him is plant more trees, and also make sure there's the UK wametenga kiwango fulani ya pesa kuhakikisha organizations, for example, in Africa, wanaweza kufanya hizi initiatives za kupanda miti, kwa sababu one of the biggest challenges the youth are facing today ni issues of finance. They want to work, but hakuna makazi, hakuna wafadhili wanaweza kusupport zile initiatives zao. So ningeambia King kwamba hakikishe kuwa kuna pesa imetengwa ya vijana Afrika kufanya mikakati ya kupanda miti.
All right. Nakuwa nzuri tena sana. I want us to go on a short musical break. But all right, this is Major with Way Decide, and it is playing right here, of course, on the Breakfast of Champions. Man like Kipto,
Jembe la majembe.
All right, alongside
Phyllis Mwambu.
Asante tena sana. So of course, as I was saying earlier, mazee, kama hii weekend ya utakuwa na shughuli, timu yako inakupea headache, inakupea depression, nataka tukupatie for moja ajab tena sana. I'm gonna welcome my guest to take us further. So of course, hii weekend ni wapi tunatakiwa kuwa na ni shughuli gani tutakuwa tukifanya?
Hii weekend plot iko Dongokund kule Miritini.
Okay.
Tunaenda kupanda mangroves. And the reason why tunataka kupanda mangroves is because of the benefits they have for the environment. Number one, we know that mangroves zinazuia coastal communities from storm surges and coastal erosion. Sai the topic of climate change imekuwa kila mahali.
For sure.
And kumekuwa na increased emissions, pia imeleta rising sea levels. So kukiwa na rising sea levels, zile storms zinaweza affect communities zenye zinaishi karibu na the shoreline. So kupanda mangroves inazuia zile communities kuwa affected na hizi shorelines. And then pia kama kuna damages zinaweza kuwa brought about by these storms, pia zinazuiliwa. So that's one of the benefits of mangroves. Another benefits of mangroves is they take in carbon dioxide. They reduce the emissions. They are the type of trees that sequester carbon, reducing the emissions and mitigating the impacts of climate change. Mangroves pia zinaleta food security.
All right.
Na pia zina sustain livelihoods in coastal communities. Kwa sababu zile mangroves ecosystems zina act as habitat for animal and plant species like some fish, some animals, mammals. So kupanda mangroves pia ina ensure the sustainability of these resources, so that we don't have these resources for a short period of time, but tunataka zikuwe available for sustainably. So kuna umuhimu sana wa kupanda mangroves, na tunafanya hivi because pia tunataka ku bring the community together. Mkipanda miti mna involve different communities. For example, in these projects we have involved a couple of organizations like Bike is Best Kenya, Blue Earth Organization, Mazingira Pamoja. So when we do this project, tunaleta a lot of communities pamoja. So instead of kukaa kwa nyumba, hakuna kitu nafanya, njoo jumuika na watu, tupande mangroves, tujue umuhimu wa mangroves, na pia ukitoka pale unatoka na education na awareness yenye inakupatia environmental awareness. So on Saturday, tutapatana pale Mumbe tayari. Tutaelekea kule Dongokundu saa 2 asubuhi tupande mangroves. We're also going to have like an outreach session where we are going to educate the people about environmental sustainability and also the importance of mangroves and why we should take care of the environment. Shughuli ita take 3 hours, around 3 hours or maximum of 4. So by 1 p.m. tuta expect the event itakuwa imeisha. So I want to invite everyone who's listening to me, kesho tupatane huko, tupande mangroves, and planting mangroves is fun. So njoo to check in, njoo to make the positive impact on our environment. Thank you.
All right. I've been to Dongokundu, I think, a while back, and I was talking to some of the communities, fishermen, wanaitwa mama karanga. So wanasema ya kwamba since the project came, it has affected their livelihoods and that kind of thing. So the efforts of, restoring mangroves in the area plays a critical role. For anyone who, doesn't understand how this goes about, and I would say not even for those who don't understand, when you talk about development, let's say kama now the road that is coming, na kuna ile impact ina have on the environment. How can communities, be protected so that livelihoods zao hazitakuwa affected, in case major projects kama hizo zinakuja in their communities?
Thank you for that question. One of the biggest threats that mangroves are facing right now is deforestation because of rising urbanization. As the population goes up, kunakuwa na increased need for agricultural land and land for development like housing.
Yeah.
So unapata that is one of the biggest issues like in a face mangroves, no maana wanakata zile miti. One approach that we can do to make sure these ecosystems are protected is following the policy way. We need to involve the government in these efforts, because when you talk about mangroves ecosystem, it's not just about the community or the organizations that are doing the reforestation efforts. So to involve government, where the government knows that these are the communities that are depending on, their livelihood is depending on mangroves, and also how can we put in policies that are going to protect these ecosystems. So when we have policies and laws that are protecting this ecosystem of mangroves, we can make sure like these areas are conserved by the government such that hapo hakuna ujenzi yoyote inaweza endelea, hakuna any kind of development that can go in an area where we have these mangroves, we have communities depending on these mangroves. So I would explore the option of involving the government stakeholders in make sure there are policies and laws of protecting these ecosystems. Thank you.
All right. Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. We're going to take a short musical break, and then when we mujez, we're going to be finalizing the conversation. Remember, you can forward your questions via our social media at Blue Radio Kenya or our website www.blueradio.co.ke. Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. We are joined by
Phyllis Mwambu.
Asante tena sana. So of course, as we wind up, what is your parting shot this morning and a message you'd like to leave anyone, of course, who is listening in? There could be, people who are enthusiastic about the environment, about, planting and this kind of thing. Also, if there is anyone who wants to partner with you guys, how can they find you on social media, reach you, or maybe on email, that kind of thing?
Thank you so much. My parting shot would be, I'll just want to implore everyone out there. Let's plant mangroves. And not just plant mangroves because mangroves are in coastal areas. Let's tupande miti hata kule watu wale wako kwa bara tupande miti. And you also don't need to plant in public places. At home you can also plant trees. So tupande miti kwa sababu we need to take care of our environment so that the environment can in turn take care of us. Ile hewa safi tunapumua ni kwa sababu tuna miti. Tunaweza kupata maji, tunaweza kupata chakula, the sustainability of those resources because someone planted a tree, because someone took care of the environment. So we are here on this earth to serve others. Tupande miti, to take care of our environment, and the environment is going to take care of us. So ningependa kusema wale wanataka kupartner with us in future projects, you can look for us on social media. We go by Greening Kwetu Foundation on LinkedIn. We also go with the same name on Instagram, Greening Kwetu Foundation, and Twitter. You can also reach to us via email at info@greeningkwetu.org. That's our email. And also if you don't want to send an email, you can just shoot us a DM on our social media pages. We're open to collaborate with all the organizations that are doing initiatives that are targeting to conserve our environment. Yeah, so parting shot is Saturday tupatane Dongo Kundu, na kama utaweza kufika kule, you can support this initiative by donating a seedling. And you can do so. You can also go to our social media pages and just reach out to us. Donate a seedling to make sure that you're taking care of the environment, whether you're in Kisumu, whether you're in Nakuru, and you can't make it to Mombasa. Just donate a seedling, and one seedling goes for 100 bob. Our till number is 8876170. I repeat that, 8876170. So feel free to buy a seedling, 1 seedling, 10 seedlings, 100 seedlings will go a long way in supporting the initiatives. Otherwise, we're so excited for Saturday, and we can't wait to see you all at 8 a.m.
All right. Asante tena sana. So of course, uko na swali eh?
Kwa Phyllis.
All right.
Uliza.
Wewe umepanda miti ngapi?
Tumepanda miti so far.
Wewe si tu. Unajua unasema tu. Nauliza Phyllis, wewe umepanda miti ngapi?
Mimi personally naweza sema nimepanda miti zafikia around, as an individual, around 700.
Bas! Funga show. Yeah? Funga show.
But as an organizations, we're talking about thousands of trees.
Bas!
So,
you've done thousands.
Funga show.
Tens of thousands.
700.
Yeah.
Wewe umepanda ngapi? Funga show, akili kichwani.
Asante tena sana.
That's a good question.
You're listening to Blue Radio, bringing the vibe.